First and foremost, I think this is Manda most for what has been described by Honorable Manzo is something quite gruesome. And I think it is only fair that at this point in time, the country should shelve all other business they have to discuss this matter of abductions and extrajudicial killings. When I called the press conference on the 12th of January, I ended by saying that this matter, if left unchecked, can plunge this country into chaos and anarchy, and called for a national dialogue, or indeed a commission of inquiry to inquire into these gruesome murders and be told whether there is a policy. I'm not aware of it. I sit in government. I'm not aware of any policy that supports abductions and extrajudicial killings. And it is not right that parents like these ones and relatives can stay for periods in excess of 40 days looking for their loved young ones. And we sit somewhere claiming that we are discussing matters about the economy of this country. Economy for who? If we are killing them, abducting and killing the young ones, so who are you doing the economy for? This matter needs to be taken with the seriousness that it deserves. And you know, I said, I was lucky that when my son was abducted, I was able to reach the president, and he immediately ordered Nurdin Haji to release him. And Nurdin, went ahead and released him. How about these parents and relatives who cannot reach the president? It is something that is so serious that we must shelve all other things that we are doing, because I do recall that during the campaigns, we went around the country saying that abductions, extrajudicial killings would never happen at our watch. But now it is happening. It has been happening, and we are trying to normalize it. As we are here, mourning and grieving about these four who have gone missing, we are also aware that 2 young men were killed in Nakuru. In circumstances that are very clear that those involved are security personnel. I want to say we cannot be told that the police do not know. Our police is known to be one of the most efficient in this region. And therefore, if they wanted to crack this matter and bring the culprits to book, it will be a matter of just a few days or hours. So I'm calling upon everybody in government, and more so particularly because ultimately responsibility must belong to somebody. We say the buck must stop somewhere. In this case, the president is the president of the Republic of Kenya, head of government, and commander-in-chief of all defense forces. Therefore, Mr. President, I'm calling upon you now to order an end to these abductions, which you promised, killings, extrajudicial killings, and an open inquiry to inquire into how these things have been happening. We cannot make it normal. We know that these are very young lives that have been taken away. What do you think the parents of these young ones are feeling? Everybody must put themselves in the shoes of these parents and relatives who have been agonizing. Did they enjoy Christmas? They could not, when everybody else was enjoying their Christmas. Surely, this must be something that we must take to the next level, where we must involve in a commission of inquiry, which must include people from all sectors. The law society should come up, be part of that commission of inquiry, religious groups, and the civil society groups like Amnesty International and others. Kenya Human Rights Commission. All of them, they should be involved in that commission, because we want the truth, and to put an end to this, we cannot take it as business as usual anymore, because I can just put myself in the hearts and the minds of these parents. You've seen one of the fathers here is not even able to appear because of the agony that is been taken through for the last 40 days. It is not normal. We must now address this matter with finality, with a view to getting to the root cause of these abductions and extrajudicial killings. Thank you.
Question to you, CS.
Yeah.
Before the same comes in, I have a question for you and a question to Senator Manzo, who represents the family. For you, this is clearly a government that has failed authentically. A government under whose reign people are disappearing and found dead. You serve in this government, and if you still sit in the government, many years from now, your name will also be mentioned as one person who was in this government. Are you contemplating at any time to resign from government? A second question, even as you answer that, is to Senator Manzo. Senator, previously, yes, as you represent the families,
yes,
on the dates of the disappearances of these Kenyans, between 17th, 16th, and 18th of December, and the dates where these matters were reported to the police, there's over a week. The police yesterday told the court that these matters were reported to the 26th. Yes. Why did it take that long? Yet, you know, the period that is allowed before a missing person report is booked at any police station.
Let me say the issue of resignation or not resignation is a signed issue. You know, it suffices that I sit in government and I'm calling on government. I'm calling on government. The head of government is the president. This matter must be discussed. We cannot just say that you are in government or the other. No. Everybody who is involved must come out. And you know, government exists, among other things, to protect the lives and property of the citizens. These are citizens whose lives have been taken at a very young age. I mean, the issue of resignation or not, it's such a signed issue. It suffices that I've made my point, that whoever wants to listen, and you have noticed, I have refused to respond to those side things about some people, you know, who have been told, sent there to go and say this and this. You know, I'm not going there. This is a very serious matter, you know, and actually it should take the anger of this country, because why are we allowing young boys and girls to be kidnapped, only later to be found killed? Surely, what kind of country are we? And we are pretending to be solving issues in DRC? This is a very serious issue. I mean, the number of people that have died are so many that it should prick the conscience of any right-thinking leader in this country. That's my position. Let me not take a casual response to your very, very important question, because the reason why I would want, I'm proposing a open commission of inquiry, including all relevant stakeholders in this country, is so that we can go to the root cause. And therefore, and you know, the result, it would be recommendations which are actionable. So let me not jab the gun to respond one way or other about that. Suffices that that is my proposal. Others are at liberty to make their suggestions as well. Thank you.
Yes, on the matter of disappearances from that particular day, I want to confirm we were representing families like the father of Billy Mwangi, whose son was found, and quite a number of others, including Bernard Kavule. They have been threatened that if they ever say what happened, they will be dead. There is also, Bob Jaggi and his team. And we have also got the Miss MCA from Wanjia. So this story is big. But one thing which comes, even from parents who go to police station to the report, they are first harassed, they are threatened. They ask who went to the press, who talked about this. So, even if you are investigating and you are already terrorizing the evidence, then you come to court and say, we are unable to receive evidence from the public. You have terrorized them. How will they write a statement with you? So I want to agree with a senior citizen and, a cabinet secretary in this country, who is also a very senior lawyer, that we need an urgent public of inquiry, serious one, so that everybody can now feel free to come and talk publicly, so that even the former abducted people can come and talk, so that Gaido can come and say how he was bundled in a pro box in a police station. How then will the IG deny that he has no idea? The investigators should be at current police station finding out who are these police and what communication they had with these wounded people to bundle Gaido in a pro box. So it's also, I also want to call upon Kenyans, those who have evidence that are bold enough, please give it to the police. So when OBs were written, the families were actually mishandled, meaning the police knew very well what they were doing. And unfortunately, this information can only come in a public of inquiry so that everybody heals. We agree. Unfortunately, they have been killed. Others have been abducted. And by the way, the young abductees who have come out have said that they felt that at some point they were in a military confinement. That's why the IG has no business with the military. So this story is bigger. We want them to come and tell us, and we want to follow and find out. They say the military confinement was a place they were recovering from the beatings they got from the other building, which is not a police station. So something very illegal is happening in this country. And I really want to ask all Kenyans to be concerned and to ask the president what is happening, because he's the one in charge of security of this country.
Let me just close by saying this. I want to make this one appeal, that regardless of your position in society, in government, in the security sector, remember, whatever you are doing, one day you may have to answer for it personally. You hold or you carry personal responsibility. Those of them that may not be clear should be reminded about the Nuremberg trials. You cannot be excused for obeying illegal orders from wherever they may be from. So people and Kenyans, please, those of you, I've seen many of you have taken pictures. Make sure that those pictures you take, store them safely, even in the cloud. One day in this country, you may find that those pictures you have taken may be the answer to this intriguing situation that we are going through in this country. Thank you very much.
So very briefly, I'll just brief you on what we are doing here today. We have the 4 families. Just to clarify, Mlolongo, it's Mlolongo 4, not Mlolongo 3. These 4 who were abducted, they all know each other. They were actually friends. So 3 of them were abducted on 17th, and then they came back and picked Mbisi, the 4th one, or the day after. So it's Mlolongo 4 colleagues, not Mlolongo 3. 2, Justus and Martin, their fingerprints were taken, and of course the message was sent to their rural home. As Wakili has said, that information came to light yesterday. The other 2, we have information that the other 2 might be here, but the morgue attendants have asked us for time because there are very many bodies. So they're trying to locate on those dates those 2 whose features might resemble these other 2 colleagues. But the 4 families are here together. We are hoping that once everything has been confirmed, then we'll move to the postmortem process. The bodies are not in very good shape. They appear to have, been mutilated. Even you can't really tell from the look on the faces only. You can't really identify who they are. It's the fingerprints and probably the DNA. So tomorrow, hopefully, we will be able to confirm if the other two are also here, but we are working closely with the morgue attendants to help us do that. They've asked us to come back tomorrow. But I echo the sentiments of the leaders who are here, that, you know, we have made killings and disappearances too normal in this country. Every other day, there's a report of a disappearance. Even as we are here, there's a family that has reported to us that they're looking for their father who went missing on Tuesday this week. We're still, you know, searching. But we're asking Kenyans to speak up, to raise their voices so that we can end this practice of extrajudicial killings and enforced disappearances in our country. And we hope the leaders who are in office, those who are responsible, particularly the security agencies, it can't be normal that armed people in broad daylight using fake number plates are picking our people left, right, and center, and then you tell us you don't know. That cannot be true. If it quacks like a duck, it is a duck. This means these people are operating, most probably, with the authority and permission of those who are in power. So we are asking Kenyans and we are asking those in authority, kindly, let us respect the Constitution, let us respect the laws of the land, and let's put to an end this heinous practice of killings and abductions. Thank you.